Hey guys, today I'm going to be sharing with you my fangirl favorites for December of 2021. So it's the final month of 2021, so I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my nerdy favorites for the month. Yeah, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some merchandise that I got this month, and also some movies that I got around to, because I am terribly behind on movies, but I made sure to catch up this month as best I could. So yeah, let's get going, you guys. And as always, everything that I'm about to talk about, I'm not going to have any sort of spoilers, so you can continue to watch as you will. So yeah, let's get started first with just some nerdy merchandise items, I guess, things that I was just thrilled with that I happened to purchase. The first thing that I'm about to show you guys is actually something I myself did not purchase, but I really wanted to share it with you guys in this video because I find it absolutely hilarious for whatever reason. Yeah, this is a backpack from Funko, and my sister is the one who purchased this. She couldn't help herself. So yeah, you guys, it is the Jurassic Park backpack. And it's kind of genius. I kind of love it. Like I said, this is put out by Funko. At first, is it a Loungefly? Is this technically a Loungefly? I guess it is a Loungefly bag. Loungefly bag, because it does say Pop by Loungefly. Okay, I guess it is a Loungefly, but yeah, it is more like a Funko bag, I guess. But yeah, you guys, Jurassic Park. Look at this bag. Look at the detail with this bag. I'm trying to see how much of this is kind of showing up here. It's a fairly large bag. So yeah, if you've seen the Jurassic Park movie, you know when our main characters enter a Jurassic Park, they go through this big gigantic gate that says Jurassic Park there, like it says here up at the top. I love the design here. You have the gate, you have the Jurassic Park logo there. You have some of like the pterodactyls, I guess they're pterodactyls, whatever they are, up there. You have some greenery. You have Dr. Hammond down here. Me and my sister were talking about, we wish they hadn't put Dr. Hammond on the front of the bag like this. We wish they had maybe put Dr. Grant. You know, Dr. Grant is the more popular, recognizable figure, I feel like. But you guys, guess what? You open up the doors. This is like a very interactive backpack. This is what we were the most thrilled about, okay? You open up the doors, and ta-da! The T-Rex with one of the vehicles. It's pretty epic. It's pretty great. My sister likes to play around with this bag, and she likes to just open up the doors and she starts singing the Jurassic Park theme music as she does it. We're both really nerdy. I apologize. And then you guys, the back of this bag. This bag. There's all sorts. Like I said, there's so much detail. There's like a Jurassic Park keychain right here. Even these little straps. There's these little straps here on the bag. They look like the, you know, like the danger tape. And then the most hilarious part of this bag that we got the biggest kick out of, it's Dr. Malcolm back here, Dr. Ian Malcolm back here, just lounging with his shirt off. Just typical Jeff Goldblum, you guys. It's pretty hilarious. What does it say? It says something there. It's blurry. I can't read it. What does it say? Life finds a way. Yeah, that's what it says right there. And then the inside of the bag, I don't think there's anything to, yeah, the inside, it's just red and just more of the Jurassic Park logo in there. And yeah, my sister also got the matching wallet to go with this. But yeah, the bag is what we really kind of wanted. Do we need it? No, not really. What are we going to do with this bag? I really have no idea. We kind of just wanted to get it as a collector's item because it's just really fun and entertaining to look at, I guess, more than anything. We're crazy. The next three nerdy items that I'm about to show you guys actually come from Cracker Barrel. As I've mentioned in the past, I do work at Cracker Barrel in the retail section, so yeah, that's where these particular items came from. The first item that I have here is a set of coffee syrups. Yeah, guys, I couldn't help myself. I do love all things coffee, and I love flavored coffee especially. And this is actually, if you can't tell from the logo up here, I'm not sure how well that's popping up, but this is actually like based off of Friends, the TV show. Yeah, it says Friends up here at the top. It says Central Perk right here. Central Perk being like, I guess, the coffee shop where the friends go to. And yeah, all of these bottles in here are all just flavored syrups, like peppermint, vanilla, amaretto, caramel, cinnamon, hazelnut, mocha, peppermint mint, butterscotch, pumpkin spice. There's a lot in here. There's a lot of flavors going on in here. It'd probably take me forever to use all these up. And yeah, I have seen episodes of Friends, you guys. I have seen a good little healthy bit of Friends. But yeah, I never got into it religiously. I never like was a die-hard watcher of the show. Yeah, I know who all the characters are, the actors. I know some little things about the show, but yeah, I just never got into Friends for whatever reason. And it's the same with The Office as well. People are absolutely insane about The Office, and The Office is a show that I've only seen kind of a scattering of episodes pretty much. Once again, the same thing with Friends. It's like I know who the characters are and a lot of the actors, but that's kind of about it. So yeah, this, I really just got this because of the syrups more than anything. I really wanted all the syrups. So yeah, I didn't really get it for the whole Friends-ness of it, if that makes sense. And you guys, also at Cracker Barrel, 2 Baby Yoda themed items, and I about died when I saw these because I was like, I must have these. Do I need them? No. The first thing is this little chocolate melt set. This comes with a mug, and you can see there's Baby Yoda down there. Is he drinking his little... Yeah, he is. He's drinking his little bone broth down there. And it comes with this little chocolate ball right here, and I guess you put the ball in there and either some water or some milk. I can't remember what the instructions said. I think it says milk over here. You put some hot milk in there, it melts this ball, and then in the inside there's supposed to be like this little Baby Yoda marshmallow thing or something that pops up. I just thought this was bizarrely great, and yeah, put Baby Yoda on a product, I'm gonna buy it, you guys. And then the other Baby Yoda related product, pancakes. Have you ever wanted Baby Yoda shaped pancakes in your life? This is how you do it. Yeah, this is just a pancake pan here shaped like Baby Yoda. It comes with the mix down here, and yeah, you cook it and it eventually looks like Baby Yoda. I have not made this yet. I'm waiting for the ideal time to make these because I think they'll be a little time consuming. But I did purchase 2 of these. I purchased 2 of these so to speed up the process, because it is a little bit of a lengthy process trying to make things like this. But yeah, once again, I saw Baby Yoda, I was like, I must have it. So yeah, me and my sister are probably going to make some pancakes eventually. We should probably film it because it might end up being a disaster. Okay, so enough of the nerdy merchandise, you guys. Let's move into some movies that I finally got around to in the month of December. Where to start? I guess let me start like in chronological order how I watched everything so I don't forget anything. First up, The Power of the Dog, a movie that aired on Netflix starring Benedict Cumberbatch, Kirsten Dunst, Jesse Plemons, and Cody Smith-McPhee. I really loved this movie, you guys. The trailers just gave you nothing. I had no idea what this movie was going to be about, other than the fact that it looked like Benedict Cumberbatch was some sort of evil guy, bad guy, sort of, a jerk, an asshole, I don't know. So yeah, the trailers were definitely very, very vague, very mysterious. It gave you absolutely nothing in regards to the plot. And then yeah, the only other thing I knew about it is that it's a book that was released quite a long time ago. So yeah, I got around to the movie. Really, I just had an interest because Benedict Cumberbatch being in it and Kirsten Dunst, I love the 2 of them. And I ended up loving the movie. You guys, I'm very glad I sat down and took the time to watch it. It's definitely a very slow movie, but not slow in a bad way, you know? It's a movie that's, I guess, like slow meaning like a slow burn. It's a slow burn type of movie. It's a movie that takes its time. It's very heavy on character more so than plot. And yeah, what the movie is about, it's about two brothers who are wealthy ranchers, taking place in 1925 in, I can't remember the state. It takes place in the U.S. somewhere. I can't remember the state, but yeah, 1925. The two brothers, like I said, they're wealthy ranchers. One played by Benedict Cumberbatch, one played by Jesse Plemons. They're like doing like a cattle drive. They stop at an inn. That's where they meet Kirsten Dunst and her son, played by Cody Smith-McPhee. She's a widow, and yet Jesse Plemons' character falls for Kirsten Dunst's character. They do get married fairly early on in the movie, and yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch's character, just such a rich, complicated character, and it's like only Benedict Cumberbatch could play this type of character, you know, as someone who is a jerk, someone who's an asshole, but there's something weirdly sympathetic about the guy, something that you're trying to dig into his character, like why is he the way that he is, and Benedict Cumberbatch he always plays those types of characters, which just such incredible nuance. Yeah, and Benedict Cumberbatch's character, he is not happy with the fact that his brother is getting married. He has issues in regards to Kirsten Dunst's son. It's like he don't get along with anybody. And at the end of the day, this movie, it definitely, it's the type of movie, once you reach the end of the movie, it's like you have just this huge aha moment, because the whole movie I spin it going, okay, what is this movie about? You know, what is the message? What is the point? Is it even about anything? And it literally kind of takes until the very end of the movie for it to kind of click with you, kind of some of the themes and messages of what this movie is about and what it's trying to say. And yeah, a lot of it has to do with just masculinity, sexuality, just a lot of really hidden, deeper messages that's being explored in interesting ways without really coming out and downright saying it, you know. It was just brilliant. I loved the movie. I really hope Benedict Cumberbatch gets nominated for like the award season in regards to this movie, because his performance was absolutely incredible. And yeah, I definitely recommend it if you have a Netflix account. The other movie I got around to, which I actually just posted up a review of it not too terribly long ago, I got around to the movie Silent Night, starring Keira Knightley and Matthew Goode, and this is what I would call a Christmas horror comedy movie. If that sounds like your sort of thing, I highly recommend it. I'm not going to spend too much time talking about Silent Night because, like I said, I did do a lengthier review for it just a little while ago. I paired it up with the TV show Elves, because Elves came out back at the very, very end of November, and that was also kind of a Christmas themed TV show, so I combined both Elves and Silent Night together since they both shared in that Christmas theme. But yeah, Silent Night, like I said, it stars Keira Knightley, Matthew Goode. It follows a group of friends and their family who are all meeting up to essentially share in their final Christmas. Because here's the thing, there is some big, deadly cloud coming that is going to kill everybody, essentially. And that's kind of really all I want to say about the movie. As I also said, not only is it Christmas, but it's a horror comedy, and it definitely has something to say, and it's very fascinating, very interesting. I freaking loved this movie. If you want to know more of my thoughts about Silent Night, I definitely recommend going and checking out my review for it, because I do go into a little bit more details, especially with some of the commentary that the movie is delving into. But yeah, if you're looking for something really unique and interesting for Christmas viewing, I definitely recommend The Silent Night. Please watch it. The next movie that I finally got around to, you guys, 1917. Originally came out, I think, back in what? December of 2019, you guys? Jeez. I desperately wanted to see 1917, and I just now made the time to watch it. 1917 is a historical fiction movie taking place in the year of 1917 during World War I, starring George McKay, and Dean Charles Chapman, who are essentially your two main primary protagonists that you're going on this journey with. As far as some other actors that pop up in this movie, these are all actors, they all have like very small cameos, and I do mean they're literally in the movie for maybe 1 or 2 minutes, but it's like really effective, I think. Colin Firth, Benedict Cumberbatch, Andrew Scott, Mark Strong, Richard Madden. All these dudes pop up in just really quick cameos. I loved it. I was worried it would be a little distracting, you know, having bigger names like that, but it wasn't. So yeah, 1917, what it's about, like I said, World War One, and it's following these two young men. They're sent on kind of this desperate mission to stop something from happening, essentially. And they gotta go across war-torn France to essentially get this message through to like another captain or general or whoever it is. I can't remember like the official title of the person that they're trying to get to, but they gotta get this message through, like, hey, we got to stop this, you know. I don't want to kind of go too much into the plot because there's kind of a little bit more to it than that, but that's essentially it. These two young men, played by George McKay and Dean Charles Chapman, who played little Tommen Baratheon, you guys, from Game of Thrones. I love that. Yeah, they're just going on this mission across war-torn France to essentially kind of stop something from happening. And they gotta dodge Germans and bombs and gunfire and just all sorts of craziness. You guys, it's World War One. It's crazy. Wow, you guys, I don't even know what to say about 1917. I was just thoroughly impressed. It is an absolute cinematic masterpiece, and I am so devastated that I never got to see it at the theater on the big screen, because I think it's the type of movie that really requires you to watch it on a big screen, you know, rather than on your little tiny computer screen, you know. Just such a masterpiece in regards to cinematography, just the look of the movie, the tone, the mood. You feel absolutely immersed into that environment, into that world of World War One at that time period. And the big thing that, the big kind of gimmick of this movie, I guess I shall say, I don't want to say it's a gimmick because that sounds like a bad thing almost, but the big gimmick of the movie, I guess I'll phrase it, is that the whole movie is done as one shot, pretty much, with absolutely no cuts. Kind of like Michael Keaton's Birdman, you know, that was kind of the big thing with Birdman, that was all done in one shot, you know. Obviously, it's not really done in one shot. There are techniques used where there is a split, you know, there's got to be splits. And there is only one cut in the movie, and that's kind of right in the middle of the movie, and a character gets unconscious and it blacks out, and that's really the only noticeable cut to the movie. And I kind of wish I didn't know that detail going into the movie, you know, that it was all like one shot, you know. I wish I hadn't known that, because I'm curious how long it would have taken me to realize it was one single shot, you know. So this movie is just absolute masterpiece from start to finish. The acting, the very complicated directing, I'm assuming, the cinematography, and it is a movie that is much more about the characters and about the journey and about the experience, more so than anything with the plot, because the plot is just very standard in some ways. It's very standard, it's very basic. There's not really a hell of a lot to the actual plot in some ways, because it's much more about the two leading men and their relationship and them as characters and individuals, and just the journey, this harrowing, incredible journey that they're going through. You know, they're risking their very lives knowing that they could die at any second. And it is, I think the point of the movie is really just to give you this idea of being in World War One, you know, being in the trenches, going through forests, going through fields, you know, kind of this almost this claustrophobia, you know, because there's the claustrophobia of the trenches, but I mean, even when they're out in big open fields, I mean, there's also a sense of claustrophobia there too, because it's like, okay, could there be an enemy lurking somewhere that they don't notice? You know, is something going to happen all of a sudden? 1917. I mean, if you like war films, especially like World War One, you know, because World War One I feel doesn't get a lot of attention compared to like World War Two. If you love war films, if you love character heavy films and whatnot, you know, even if it's a slow burn, I think 1917 is definitely for you. I just absolutely loved it. I'm so glad I got around to it, you guys, and I would really love to watch it again. I'm just sitting here talking about it and getting emotional about it, and I'm just really wanting to watch it again because it was an incredible movie, you guys. And then the last movie I got around to for this month, I finally watched Black Widow, you guys, starring Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I am so far behind on Marvel movies, it's not even funny. So yeah, now that I got Black Widow out of the way, I just gotta watch Shang-Chi and the Eternals, and yeah, Spider-Man just freaking came out of nowhere, you guys. So yeah, I gotta catch up, and I'm so worried about spoilers. But yeah, I finally got around to Black Widow, and the reason I finally forced myself to get into Black Widow, because I've been watching Hawkeye as well, and there was something, without spoiling Hawkeye, there was something that happened in the TV show Hawkeye, and I was like, I think we need to watch Black Widow before we possibly get any sort of spoilers. So yeah, me and my sister, we were like, okay, let's watch Black Widow, let's get that out of the way. I really liked Black Widow. I mean, if you saw Endgame, you know how things went with Endgame, so there's almost kind of this feeling while you're watching Black Widow, okay, why are we just now getting a Black Widow movie? Because Black Widow takes place after Civil War, but before Infinity War. So it's like, I wish Black Widow had come out, you know, sometime before Infinity War, because I feel like that would have been the most appropriate place for it, to be quite honest. But hey, better late than never, right? I'm just really glad we finally got a Black Widow movie, because she deserves one. And yeah, the movie definitely fleshed out Natasha's character, her relationship with other characters we've never met before. Really just got to explore her on a deeper emotional level. I feel like that the movies have never had the chance to explore before, and I did. I absolutely loved it. I really liked the story and the characters. I loved Florence Pugh's character immensely. David Harbour and Rachel Weisz, I loved them as supporting roles. They were fantastic. Yeah, I did. I just really liked Black Widow, and I'm glad me and my sister finally got around to it, because we were so far behind. So yeah, if you happen to be watching Hawkeye, you know, if you're late to the party in regards to Hawkeye, or you haven't started Hawkeye yet, I definitely recommend at least checking out Black Widow first, because I think it's important. So you guys, that is it for all of my nerdy favorites for the month of December. We are heading into a new year. God knows what's coming. So you guys, in the comments below, what are some things that you got up to in the month of December? It could be television, movies, books, music, just anything you collect, any hobby that you enjoy doing, anything that you enjoy. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, you may like these other videos. Bye, guys.